Y'all, Garcelle Beauvais, our friend John, me and you, we were very good friends with Garcelle Beauvais. She just announced some news that are gonna upset some of her fans. She is leaving the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Yes, she is. Now, Garcelle's time on Beverly Hills, it's been iconic because she's been a fan favorite. She's been on the show for 5 seasons already. And she was the first Black woman to join the cast. Yes, she was. And Garcelle said that she's gonna take a step back to focus on her family. Take a look.
I've decided to leave Beverly Hills. It's been a wild ride. I mean, some amazing things have happened, and some hard things have also happened, but it's been a ride nevertheless. One of the reasons why I'm leaving is my family, my boys. Their last year of high school is next year, and I want to be a part of that. And Jade is starting a new career, and I want to be a part of that too. Andy Cohen says I can come back anytime. The door will always be open, so you never know. I might pop back in sometime.
You know, I know that some people are sad that she's leaving, but I'm really glad for Garcelle because when you don't find any peace, that's a big thing. Peace is underrated. And she was not having peace on the show. She was starting to have beef with all the ladies on the show. The trailer for the reunion came out yesterday, and it shows her walking off the set. And she said, I don't want to answer any more questions. And she left. Then she went backstage, and she said she didn't trust the rest of the cast. And when I saw her in this trailer, she just looked so defeated, like she was just tired. And so I'm glad that she listened to her inner spirit, that she took her well-being into, and her self-care and made it a priority. Because let me tell you something. Sometimes you do things to the detriment of your mental health. And then you're sitting there in the therapist's office, you can't stop crying, you're getting sick to your stomach, the shakes, you're breaking out, you start losing your hair. And I said to Garcelle, I said, you were never supposed to be one of the OGs of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, who stays on the show for 30 years. That time on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills was for a season. And I said to my friend, you got to use the show as a platform. You got to sell your home decor line. You're producing your own movies. You went on to become a best-selling author. But when something, and take it out of Hollywood, when something, a job or something starts to become a place in your life of negativity, sometimes you gotta leave. You gotta get out. If you are going to a place every day and it's giving you a bad feeling in your stomach and all of those symptoms are happening and you are sick and you have no peace, then you gotta look and go, is this from God? Is this truly, it's not a blessing anymore. So sometimes you gotta get rid of the negative and toxic energy in order to allow the blessings to come in. Sometimes we're mired in stuff that's so negative, blessings just kind of fall. They try to get in, but they can't. There's no room. But when you let go, those blessings fit on you like a blanket. Oh my gosh, they feel so good. So I always feel like, you know, and a lot of times we're in a space now where we stay at jobs too long because we know they're paying. You know, you have a family to support. But I also say, as a woman of faith, if it's all about stability, where is the faith? You know, everything can't be about stability. Sometimes we gotta have that faith. If you want the testimony, the miracle, you gotta go through something to get that miracle or that testimony. So I'm so in support of where she at because I know when I was at The View and I was ready to leave and they wanted me to stay. And I said, no, I want to leave because I want to pitch my own talk show and I got to get out. But then I started going through this divorce and I said, uh-oh, I'm going to need that money. I need money. So it was a well-paying job. So I made the decision. I said, you know what? I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay for a couple years. And that's when the executive said, no, you're not going to stay. We're going to let you go. And I sat in front of my mirror in my dressing room. I said, oh, my God, what am I going to do? And that's when I felt God saying, I told you to leave. Okay, if I have to push you out, you got to go. So once I made peace with leaving, that's when the work started. And I never stopped working. So, you know, when you let go of stuff. So, and Garcelle, and, you know, it's like sometimes you have to remind yourself who you are. who am I? You know, the job doesn't define you, because Garcelle Beauvais was a big name before she was on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She was in Star Trek. She was in Coming to America. That's when I met her and we became friends. She was Fancy on the Jamie Foxx show. She was iconic. And I love, Garcelle, you left on your own terms. You didn't burn bridges. You know, some people believe that. It's not very many housewives who can say that they left on good terms with Andy Cohen. Sometimes people burn a bridge, you can never go back. That man said, Andy Cohen told her, you can always come back. So the door is open if you want to come back and be a friend. So what I say is, Garcelle, my friend, I look forward to everything that's about to happen for you. And I remember you went to the
BravoCon.
The BravoCon.
And I remember seeing her on stage, and I was standing next to Candy Burris, and I said, oh my God, you guys are like rock stars here. And she said, we're rock stars, but Garcelle is the Beyonce of this convention.
Yeah, like they love.
Yeah, and that's what Candy said. It was like Michael Jackson, Beatles type of response that she got. And listen, the woman did Spider-Man before this show, so she'll go on to do a whole lot of other things.
You know, and that's the thing, when you're the rock star of a reality show, the fall gotta come.
Yeah.
That's when everybody start coming for you, and that's when it's not. So I'm very excited to see what Garcelle has now in store for her.
We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna